This video will be separated in two parts. The first part will be the spoiler-free review, and the second part will be my review with spoilers. And don't worry, for those who haven't watched the movie yet, I'll give you warnings when I start talking with spoilers, so that I won't ruin your experience. With that being said, let's begin. Yo, what's up guys, Pinoclam here, and welcome to a new video where today I'm gonna be talking about my experience with the Five Nights at Freddy's movie released on October 27. Basically, I'm surprised. The FNAF movie is literally a myth. I can't believe that it's been 8 years since it was announced. I was literally a fucking child back there, and now I'm here 8 years later. An adult was going to watch the film, but a kid was watching the film. That's basically how it felt like to me. Well, like I said before, this part will be the spoiler free, so you don't need to be afraid. I won't be giving any spoilers in this part. Let's get first with my score. For me, after watching it twice, the first one in English and the second one in Spanish, I'm giving this movie a 9.5 out of 10. It's simply a love letter for the fans. The cinematography, the photography, the performances, the animatronics and the pizzeria, the lore that was created, the music, everything is awesome. Alright? It was simply something to enjoy. It was something to enjoy. Let's start talking with animatronics and with the pizzeria. I have to say, I watched the 3 trailers we've got from Universal Pictures and Blumhouse. We got the teaser trailer and the 2 main trailers. I watched how the pizzeria and the animatronics look like, but when I went to watch it in the big screen, it didn't feel the same to me. Literally, in the big screen, they looked even better. The attention to the details of the animatronics and the pizzeria are simply glorious. I really love the fact that the animatronics were made with CGI or with special effects. I really like that they decided to use actual shoot. Fuck. Sorry. I really love the fact that they decided to use actual suits. The movement of the animatronics was really realistic. I mean, it made me wish to be right there on the movie set or in a pizzeria built in order to find us a Freddy's. I just wanted to be there and feel like a 8-year-old kid or 10-year-old kid, basically. That was my dream while watching the movie. Now I know it won't be true. Okay. Literally, there's nothing else I can say about it. I really loved everything about the animatronics in the pizzeria. There's clearly a lot of references in the walls, in the backgrounds, everywhere. Something that I really thought that would be really cool would basically be no me sale la palabra, me acabo la puta. A cameo, goddammit. Joder, estoy más nervioso que la mierda, coño. I really wanted to see a cameo of Scott Cawthon. Well, I don't know if he was actually there. I think there's a character that really looked like him, but I'm honestly not so sure if he was in the movie or not. If he was, then he really deserved to be there. And if not, well, it doesn't matter. I mean, he was the scriptwriter and the executive producer, so he already did enough for this movie. Now that I'm talking about the characters, I really want to talk about how they decide to develop the characters that were introduced in the trailers, and about some characters that we already know about. So we obviously know that the story is about Mike Smith, a young boy who's taking care of his little sister and is looking for a job. Well, I had to say, the actor who plays as Mike Smith, which I think his name is Josh Hudson. Well, I don't know his surname, but I know that his name is Josh. Well, I had to say that the actor who plays as Mike Smith is really really good. The facial expressions are really realistic. His voice sounds kind of broken, kind of low, like if he has been through some trauma. And his screams are simply impressive. Now we go with Abby, who is performed by Piper. Abby is simply my favorite human character. We already know she was gonna be a like small bean, an innocent bean, but my god, she is a fucking legend. She's really charismatic. She makes you laugh almost every time. She's an innocent being, man. I want to adopt her. I want her to be either my little sister or my daughter. I swear to God. I love you, Abby. Now we've got Vanessa. Vanessa is really really good character. I think already knows where does Vanessa come from. I think the hairstyle and the name make it obvious. Vanessa is also a really, really good catcher. It doesn't really... ella no destaca mucho because she doesn't have as much screen time as Abby or Mike. But she's still a good catcher. I really liked it. Now we got Afton, performed by the one and only Matthew Lehar, who most of you all will maybe know him as Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, from the live action of Scooby-Doo, but I know Matthew Lehar from Stu Mac of the first movie of Scream. Literally, Scott decided to choose Matthew Lehar because of his performance as Stu Mac in Scream, and he did a good fucking job as Afton. Even though he had a little screen time, he really is an insane person. They made the best choice for Afton. I don't think they could have found a better actor for that madman. Something that I also really like that was shown in the last trailer is that Afton cleaned his knife just like Ghostface did, which most people took it in a bad way, but the reals really knew that Afton was also Ghostface in the Scream. It was really, really nostalgic. It was. Okay, now I want to talk serious about the lore. Okay, I've seen a lot of comments on the media of people complaining about the lore, saying that it's not exactly the lore of the games, that it's completely different. When I read them, I was like, bro, it's a fucking movie adaptation. Besides, Scott and Blumhouse already announced that the movie will take a different story. I mean, they got warned and they still got disappointed. What the fuck, man? What the actual fuck? Well, in terms of the lore, I don't want to talk about it so much in the spoiler-free review because I will be digging into maybe some things that might spoil things. But I have to say that I really like the lore. I really like the new path Scott decided to take for his universe, and I'm really excited for the sequel because yes, we're getting a sequel. It was announced. They're already on the script or the pre-production, whatever, but they're already working on the sequel, and I can definitely wait to watch it. So what I had to say, the lore is really good. We still have the answer questions, but it's not like other games like Security Breach or the Ring DLC. This time you can basically try to guess a theory or something, which is something that we really miss from the old games. And lastly, I want to talk the music. It's fucking awesome. For those who already know, I'm a big fan of horror music. I literally listen to Michael Myers music. I mean, another franchises of horror like Elm Street or Friday 13. The music was composed by the Newton brothers. Honestly, I never knew the Newton brothers. I even searched them. They didn't really compose something that I watch, but I don't think they were very popular either. Now with the soundtrack that they made for the FNAF movie, they will be very popular, especially with the intro song we've gotten. I swear to God, the intro and the music used glorious, actually glorious, and I think it's the only thing that all the FNAF fans agree on. But the rest of the soundtrack is really chilling. It's really intense. It's also nostalgic. I love it. The Newton brothers really did a good job, and I hope they composed the music for the sequel. Just as I really want Scott to keep his team for the sequel. I don't want any changes. They did a wonderful job with the movie. They don't need to change anything. Now, as I said before, I gave the movie a 9.5 out of 10, but I really wanna talk about some things that I honestly didn't like. It's actually three things. The first one, as I said before, Afton doesn't have a lot of screen time. He only appears during the first well, not the very first minutes. Maybe in after the 8 first minutes he appears for time, and then he appears for a little more time. Maybe in the middle, even when Mike gets the job. Okay, when Mike decides to get the job, Afton appears again. But in the final minutes, he does appear a lot, but that doesn't make it a big amount of screen time. And the same goes with Golden Freddy. We already knew that we will be getting the originals, the original animatronics and the Spring Bunny on screen, but Golden Freddy didn't have a lot of screen time. Yeah, the kid that possessed Golden Freddy does appear a lot of times, and it talks a lot as well. But the animatronic, the Golden Freddy animatronic, doesn't really appear so much, and I find it a really missed chance, something that they could have used to make the movie a little good. I mean, it's not a big deal for me. It's just a little, just a little thing that could have appeared in the movie and that will make it a little better. And lastly, the ending. I have problems with the ending. I'm not gonna say that I hate the ending, because I don't. I think the ending is really good. The problem is that it doesn't have an identity. Let me explain. Um, when I went to watch the movie, I was really expecting to see an ending that included things of the lore that they decided to introduce in the movie, which they did, but it still remained really similar to the games. And that's it, basically. It made me feel like I was watching the ending of a game more than the end of a movie. I still like the ending, okay? I still like the ending, but it doesn't really have an identity from my point of view. Maybe for people who watch it, find the ending really perfect for the film, but for me, it could have been a little bit better. You could have something that will make me think this is a movie ending. However, like I said before, and I'll keep repeating, I really love the ending. Okay, it was really good. The music that closed the movie was also good, so that was nice. And yes, for those who are worried, the FNAF 1 song from the Living Tombstone appears in the credits. Okay, so you don't need to panic. You will enjoy that wonderful music. Okay, so I think that's all. There's nothing else I think I could say about the spoiler-free review. That will be all. The movie is a 9.5 out of 10 for me. It's a love letter for the fans. If you're really a big fan of FNAF, you should definitely watch it. Oh yeah, yes, I almost forgot. This is something that also happened with the Super Mario Bros. Movie, in which the critics gave the movie a low score, but the audience gave it a high score. This happened with the FNAF movie and with Super Mario Bros. Movie. People of the Mario Bros. Movie were complaining because they said that the movie is made for fans and that if you're not a fan, you will not like it or that you'll find problems, which I find it a lame excuse. I'm a Mario fan and I had some little problems with the movie, which doesn't make it a terrible movie, but I still had my problems. But with the FNAF movie, it's really different because Scott announced that the movie will be basically for the fans. It will basically a product for all the people that have been in love with the franchise. And obviously, the critics didn't understand the movie because they decided to skip things that were already explained in the games because Blumhouse already knew that the fans were the public they were trying to reach. So the critics gave it a very low score, I think under 30%, and it's understandable. From a point of view of the critic, it's a bad movie, and it is, but from the point of view of a fan, it's a wonderful movie. But the thing is that the FNAF fandom is really intense and toxic, but very, very toxic. And when they found out that the critics gave it a very low mark, they were attacking the critics. They were giving a lot of hate comments, which was really, really childish. And it makes me worried because if other companies get inspired in this, they might not care about the quality of the movie or if it makes a good plot because they will know that the fan base of the game will be defending the movie. So, yep. I mean, I don't hate the movie, okay? I really want to state it. I don't hate the movie. I love it. It's a 9.5 out of 10. But from the point of view of the critics, I kind of understand why why they don't like the movie. I mean, there were some cases in which people that were not FNAF fans enjoyed the movie, and I'm glad they did. But you also need to understand that they decided to skip things that could explain some events that take place. Maybe the movie would have been also a way to attract more people to the franchise. But since Scott is interested in making products that will make the fans happy, well, then this is the type of movie we'll be getting. And he obviously succeeded. I mean, you just need to take a look at the box office. They literally break records, especially in Spain because the movie broke the records of the first day's box office. That movie really made 2 million euros, which will basically equal to $2 million in the box office in the first day. Mainly because it was on the 1st of November and it was holidays because of the All Saints Day. Bueno, coño, el día de todos los santos, de toda la vida. Anyways, so that will be all. Yep, no, that will be all. The FNAF movie is a 9.5 out of 10. It's a really recommended movie if you're a FNAF fan. Don't expect some intense gore or a lot of terror because that's not what you'll be getting. If you're looking for a quality that matches the VHS tapes videos that were posted by other YouTubers, then you will be disappointed. Okay, it's a horror movie for younger audience. It tries its risks, but it's not what people would consider as horror. And yeah, that will be all. Now we are getting into the spoiler part. So if you haven't watched the movie, click off the video right now. You clicked off? Good. Okay. I want to talk seriously about something that happened with me before watching the movie. On Monday, 2 days before the movie was released in Spain, I got spoiled. All right, I a fucker literally put a comment on Instagram, spoiling me the fact that Vanessa was Afton's daughter, which made me really mad because it was an actual plot twist. I really wasn't expecting that, and it ruined it. If it wasn't for the fact that I literally forgot about that spoiler while watching the movie. It's something that really happens to me. I mean, I literally forgot a lot of footage that was shown in the trailers. I've seen the trailers a lot of times, but I really forgot about some things that were shown on them. It's impressive, isn't it? But still, that doesn't mean that I'm not mad, because I am mad. This guy here decided to post a spoiler out of nowhere, ruining all the people experiences. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all. I'm really fucking mad. Anyways, so yeah, Vanessa being Afton's daughter was something that I really wasn't expecting. I really like also that the Afton kids, well, they're not exactly the Afton kids, but you could say they are the representation of the FNAF kids. We got Mike Smith, which we all know as Michael Afton. We've got Abby Smith, who will be basically Elizabeth Afton. And we've got Garrett, who will be Crying Child. And now, I'm not naming the crying child Evan. We're talking about the lore that Scott Cawthon created, not the AU that I've been creating, alright? We got Garrett, who was crying child. The three kids were not related to Afton in any way. And that was something that we were thinking, actually. We were thinking that maybe the bite of 83 did happen, and Afton disowned Michael after what happened, and that he doesn't remember anything about his little brother, about his father. But no, it was all bullshit. Michael, it wasn't related to Afton in any way, which is maybe something that people didn't like, but from my point of view, it was really interesting, because it will give a new development character for Michael. So yeah, it was really cool. Something that I also really liked were the kills. There were a lot of kills in the movie, more than I thought in the first place. We got the first night guard we see in the first minutes, who was definitely killed with a Freddy headsaw trap, which literally remind me about one of the traps of Jigsaw. I mean, what the fuck, Afton? Have you been watching Saw or something? Wait a second. The FNAF movie takes place in the year 2000. Saw wasn't released until 2004. Did Afton inspire the directors of Saw? I'm sorry, guys. That was really terrible. I'm sorry, it was terrible. So, going back to the kills, we got the night guard, was killed with the headsaw trap. Then the second kill that I remember, I think it was one of those fuckers that decided to enter the pizzeria to break it and make Michael look like a criminal. Which was killed by the fucking cupcake. I mean, the cupcake literally bite the face out of that guy. That was really sick. It was shown in the trailer, but the movie showed the result. Like in the final part, they really show how the body turned out to be. It was really sick. Then we got the big guy with the bat, who was killed by Bonnie off screen, but I think he got his head smashed by Bonnie. And then we got the brother of the babysitter, who was killed by Foxy. Something that I noticed is that when Foxy was going to kill that guy, he was making the jump scare sound from Final Fantasy 1. That really melted my heart. That was really cool. Then we got Max, the babysitter, who was killed literally in the bite of 2000. Oh my god, really. I knew that a hand was going to dry her because it was seen in the trailers, but I wasn't expecting Freddy to fucking bite her body in half. That was really, really sick. And as you may know, it's my favorite kill of the movie. Definitely my favorite kill of the movie. So now, later we've got the aunt of Michael, a really hateful character. I really hate the aunt, and I'm glad she was killed, but we really don't know what exactly happened to her. I mean, I know there's a lot of off-screen kills, but this the aunt was definitely the worst kill of the entire movie. I know she did deserve it because she was an asshole, she was a bitch, but I wanted a more satisfying kill. And that's, well, we've got also Afton, who was killed with the spring locks. I really knew that they were going to put the spring lock scene. I mean, we all knew that the spring lock scene was going to be shown, but I really was wondering how they're gonna make the spring lock scene. And even if it wasn't really actually realistic to the games or how the people saw the death, it was really good. I think it was the best thing they could have done for a PG-13 movie. I think it was the best. I think it was the best choice they could have done for the spoon lock scene. But something that really catch me off guard was Afton saying, "I always come back." I know it's his iconic line, but I think in the movie it doesn't really suit him. Well, maybe if he was coming back to the pizzeria over and over to see the mess his animatronics did with the previous night guards, but it still felt out of line from my point of view. I still enjoyed it though. Seeing Golden Freddy Kid watching Afton suffering in pain, it really gave me vibes of Cassidy. It really gave me vibes of Cassidy. But we still don't know who really is the Golden Freddy Kid. Some people say it's Cassidy, other people say it's Andrew because Cassidy is a girl. But we also need to remember that in the books, Cassidy was a boy. I honestly don't know. I actually want to refer the kids as something different from the game, at least until the movie confirms its names. But something I really want to talk seriously. The blonde hair boy is not Freddy, okay? I see a lot of people complaining whether the kid with the head or the blonde hair boy was Freddy or Golden Freddy. People were saying that the one with the head was Golden Freddy and that the blonde boy was Freddy. And after leaving the cinema, they still said that the blonde hair boy was Freddy. My fucking god. Literally, in the movie they say, and I state, I am not Freddy. The blonde hair boy says, I am not Freddy. And you still say that it's Freddy? Tienes que estar de coña. ¿Cómo va a ser Freddy si dice que no es Freddy? No tiene sentido. No lo entiendo. I don't understand. Anyways, continuing, the kids are really, really good at their performances. Well, when they do performance, because the only one that really matters is the Golden Freddy kid. He appears a lot, he talks a lot, and his facial expressions are really, really good. It makes it look like they're actually insane, that they really want to find the person who really killed them, or that maybe they're enjoying the bloodbath they are giving to the pizzeria. Something that I also want to talk about is basically the scene in which Evie, Vanessa, Michael, and the animatronics build a fort. People were complaining because they're saying that the animatronics were not scary, were not violent, and they were behaving like kids. Bro, they're literally ghost children possessing giant robots that are behaving like kids. What the hell were you expecting? A VHS adaptation of the movie? Are you fucking kidding me? it really took me off guard that they were acting really friendly, that it didn't look like horror, it looked a little like comedy, but I enjoyed it, and it was realistic. I mean, they're kids. Even though it's been a lot of years, they'll still keep the innocence of a child. So it's really understandable that they behave like kids and not like monsters during the third and the fourth night, even though they already attacked Mike in the second night. Something that I also really like were basically the drawings. When Michael was talking with the head of the school in which Abby was, she was talking about how drawings affect on the children. That is the first way to communicate. It really gave a lot of meaning to the way the animatronics were behaving, because the drawing that was in the wall of a spring bunny with the five kids very happy playing, it really made them think that the yellow bunny was their friend and that they were doing anything he wanted. But then when Abby changed the drawing and showed them who was really the yellow bunny, then they realized that he was the killer all the time. It was really, really cool. And the music playing in that scene was really chilling. I swear to God, I love the soundtrack. um, and I think that will be all. I actually have no more ideas of what else I could be talking about. I've been already talking for half an hour. I'm not gonna be putting any images. I'm just gonna put my fucking avatar with a down face because I don't feel motivated enough to make a review with expressions. You have to bear my voice, but I still subtitle the parts in which I've been speaking in Spanish because I'm sure I've been talking in Spanish. So that will be all. The FNAF movie, it was worth waiting 8 years. A solid 9.5 out of 10. I can't wait for the sequel to arrive. Now, something that I want to say. Will I be adding anything about the movie in my AU? No. I don't think I won't add neither Abby or a Vanessa or I will change the name of Garrett. Well, I think the only thing I will do is adding Abby and Garrett as middle names. I know my AU Michael also has the middle name of Terrence because it was speculated that Terrence was also the name of the Foxy Bro, and I decided to put it as a middle name. So I think that I will make Elizabeth be Elizabeth Abby Afton, and Evan will be Evan Garrett Afton. I'm not sure if I will do it or not, and I'm not sure if this is something that people already did or not. If it did, then I'm giving credits to the people who did it. But like I said, I don't think I'm not sure if I'll do it. If I do it, then I'll do it, and if not, then I will not do it. But I won't add any other facts that were introduced of the lore in the movie. I won't introduce the auntie. I won't introduce the babysitter. I won't introduce any of the new characters that were introduced in the movie. I want to stick with the story that I'm making already in my AU, and that's it. If people are doing it with their AUs, then it's their choice. I mean, I'm not the one who tell them what to do. And that will be all. Thank you so much for having a lot of patience with me. Fuck. Me duele mucho la voz, tío. Mi puta garganta. That will be all for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please consider giving thumbs up on the video and comment what were your thoughts on the movie. And please don't give spoilers, okay? I don't want you to give spoilers about the movie. I want to make the comment section still available for everyone to see. If I see any spoiler, I will be deleting the comment. Alright? That's a warning. Every time I see a spoiler in the comment, it will be deleted automatically. That's it. So, for those who are still wondering what am I doing with my fucking life, because I've not been posting an FNAF video for a long time, this year is gonna be a really tough year for me. There's a lot of things I need to do. and I'm not sure when will I be able to post a video. I'm already finished with the script of the next long video, so I'll try to work on it as much as I can, but I'll definitely be pushing my mind during the holidays, during the Christmas holidays, during the Easter holidays, and during summer, because I can't keep being this lazy. I can't. So, hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see each other on the next video. Bye bye.